Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Tech TLDR. It's been a little bit because, well, there really hasn't been much exciting stuff to talk about, and I did not want to clickbait you guys. Today, we do have news regarding SpaceX, Starship news, Super Heavy news, also Blue Origin. So we're going to talk about what's been happening this past week, especially this past weekend, and what to look forward to this coming week. So be sure to stick to the end if you want to know everything. Click the like button as always, but let's get into this. So first, Blue Origin. They've announced that Jeff Bezos and his brother are going to be part of that first launch they are doing very soon. Jeff Bezos is going to be one of the first people for Blue Origin in space, and I don't know why they took so long to announce this. I don't know why he wouldn't have just said this to begin with, but now we do know that him and his brother are taking up 2 of those very valuable seats. However, there still are bids for the other spots, so if you want to sit next to Jeff Bezos on this, you can still enter to win. I think right now, as far as I know, the highest bid is about $2.8 billion. So if you have that lying around, by all means, go for it and see if you can get on that launch. Now, regarding SpaceX, they've done a few interesting launches this past weekend. They did a launch to go to the ISS and autonomously dock onto it to bring supplies for those on board. They also launched a Sirius XM satellite into orbit not too long ago. Both of these missions were completely successful. They were able to land the boosters as well. To think that they did 2 successful Falcon 9 launches within 3 days of each other is insane. How far they've come along, and just to give you really an insight of what's to come in the future. Now, Starship news. So SN-15, it is still unknown what its fate will be. As of right now, it's very believed that it will essentially just be a lawn ornament for SpaceX. SN-16 and the Super Heavy Booster 3, that is right, it is considered the BN3. Those are both still in the high bay. Neither one has been taken out yet, and it's believed that the SN-16 is not going to actually be launched right now. It's likely that they want to go right to the SN-20 for this orbital launch. SN-17 was presumably starting to be built, but there's signs that it was already actually scrapped. So right now it's looking like SN-16 will probably have the similar fate as the SN-17, and that SpaceX will go right for the SN-20. Now, regarding the booster, we have good news regarding the boosters. So there's been multiple objects going into this high bay where the booster is. The most notable one as of recent was this one right here, this downcomer, which is for the methane, which will go into the booster. This kind of solidifies the idea that this booster will be used for that orbital flight. Also, the BN2 Booster 2, which I know the names are kind of weird because Elon Musk kind of shook that up. The Booster 2 was supposed to be tested today for pressure tests. However, SpaceX ended up canceling those. They are now targeting tomorrow, June 8th, for pressure tests of that. The BN2, that's literally, it's just for testing. It will not go into orbit. It will not actually take off. It is just to test certain parameters around these boosters. Starbase has seen multiple projects going on though with that tower, integration tower we've seen that is continuing to be built. There's multiple construction projects going on. None of them, again guys, like I said, the past week, nothing is really, in my opinion, good to really make a true episode about. I've seen multiple channels making these weird videos, and all they're doing is just regurgitating what's been said over and over, and I really don't want to do that to you guys. I want to just keep the straight, honest, interesting facts right to you guys. So that's all I have for today's episode. I have a good EV episode coming out very soon if you want to stick around for that. Make sure you like the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment.